Choreb Beruach, Sword of the Spirit. Interpreted and narrated by Wendy. Shemot, Exodus, chapter 40. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, On the first day of the first month you will set up the tabernacle of the appointed tent, and you will put the ark of the testimony in it, and screen the ark with the veil. And you will bring in the table, and set in order the things that are to be set in order upon it, and you will bring in the menorah, and light its lamps. Also, you will set the gold altar for the incense before the ark of the testimony, and place the door hanging for the tabernacle. Then you will set the altar of the ascension offering before the door of the tabernacle of the appointed tent, and you will set the laver between the appointed tent and the altar, and you will put water in it, and you will set up the court round about, and hang up the hanging at the court gate. Furthermore, you will take the anointing oil, and anoint the tabernacle, and all that is in it. And you will separate it, and all its utensils. Thus it will be holy. Also, you will anoint the altar of the ascension offering, and all its utensils, and sanctify the altar, and it will be an altar of the Holy of Holies. And you will anoint the laver and its base, and sanctify it. Furthermore, you will bring Aharon and his sons to the door of the appointed tent, then wash them with water. Also, you will put the separate garments upon Aharon, and anoint him, and sanctify him, that he may minister unto me. Then you will bring his sons, and clothe them in coats. And you will anoint them, as you anointed their father, that they may minister unto me. For surely their anointing for ministry will be eternal throughout their generations. Therefore Moshe did according to all that Yahuwah commanded him. Thus he did. And it came to pass during the first month in the second year, on the first of the month, that the tabernacle was reared up. Therefore Moshe reared up the tabernacle, and fastened its sockets, and set up its boards, and put in its bars, and reared up its pillars. And he spread abroad the tent over the tabernacle, and put the covering of the tent above it, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. Also he took and put the testimony into the ark, and set the staves on the ark, and he put the atonement covering upon the top of the ark. Then he brought the ark into the tabernacle, and set up the veil of the covering, and screened the ark of the testimony, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he put the table in the appointed tent, on the northern side of the tabernacle, outside the veil. And he set the bread in order upon it before Yahuwah, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he put the menorah in the appointed tent, opposite the table, on the southern side of the tabernacle. And he lighted the lamps before Yahuwah, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he put the golden altar in the appointed tent before the veil. And he burnt sweet incense upon it, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he set up the hanging at the door of the tabernacle. And he put the altar of the ascension offering by the door of the tabernacle of the appointed tent. Then he offered the ascension offering and the gift offering upon it, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he set the laver between the meeting tent and the altar, and there he put water to wash. Thus Moshe and Aharon and his sons washed their hands and feet there. They washed when they went into the appointed tent, and when they came near to the altar, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And he reared up the court round about the tabernacle and the altar, and set up the hanging of the court gate. Thus Moshe finished the work. Then a cloud covered the appointed tent, and the glory of Yahweh filled the tabernacle. However, Moshe was not able to enter into the meeting tent, because the cloud abode upon it, and the glory of Yahweh filled the tabernacle. And when the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle, the children of Yeshariel went onward in all their journeys. But if the cloud was not taken up, then they did not journey until the day that it was taken up. For the cloud of Yahweh was upon the tabernacle by day, and fire was upon it by night, in the sight of all the house of Yeshariel throughout all their journeys.